Hey collective, I'm Toni from IntuitActivity. Do make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm trying to put this to where, okay, you all will see my table, at least in my hands. Okay, so do make sure y'all hit that like, share, that subscribe button, and do remember that notification bell. It will ring for you when I'm back up here and posting my messages. I hope that these messages reach you in time to help you through the situation that you're going through, or that it be of some comfort to know that confirmation was out there, that you weren't alone, and that these things are known in the spiritual realm, that you just, it's confirmation. You aren't crazy. You was right to think whatever you thought. Okay. Um, a lot of us, that's what we want to see really happen. Sometimes it's confirmation for us. I don't know. Sometimes it can be. But I don't know. Some people are getting confirmation that you are not alone. Okay, for real, for real. So something about your name could be Michael, or this person's name could be Michael. Um, I don't know. I got a passed over loved one named Michael. Okay, and I am trying to think here. Okay, so we're gonna definitely cleanse the energy. Okay, we're going to ask for the spirit guides and the ancestors to definitely accompany us at this time as we go off into these messages here. Leo, we ask that you come in with your clearest thoughts, your highest vibration, and your earnest energy. Okay. I hope that you all are still out there earning, okay, and putting in your work, your hard-earned work. I don't know why people gang together against those who, I don't know. I really don't care. I just feel that if people really stuck together in our culture, how further along we would be if we actually got into the situation of trying to help people find more solutions rather than just take them to court and have them in debt. Something that these debtors or whoever might never even get paid for, some of them, okay? Because there's no solution for somebody who is in poverty. It's like that's the way they kill you off or something. And then they try to have you be born here in it. And then have the nerve to tell you to work your way out of some shit. That's what they've done to us. That's what they've done. Child, I done heard the ancestors and shit talking about it when I was a kid. Like, we've been talking about this for a while. And we know these greedy ass white demons has been doing just exactly what the hell, whatever them files are, whatever Jay-Z and them gave into, because they ain't want to be poor. But then they take the energy and they want to take the nasty ass energy off them from acting like the white people, like they better than us too. Or they're better than you just because they got some money or something. You better listen to what I'm saying. Now, you don't have to. One thing we not going to do is make you stay. We not going to make you do shit you don't want to do. And your kids shouldn't be listening to the shit either, because it's not for children, by the way. Not this channel. Maybe those who are grown with your grown ass, you here watching, because you think you so grown and you think you know something. Okay? Yeah, until you get your ass locked up. Yeah. Like the little Harris kid. Yeah, he need to stop playing. But I think a lot of that stuff is hoax to kind of boost up them kids and make up some big story so they can pass down this gimmick to everybody. You feel me? Welcome in. I'm trying to see the name. S. Lila. Okay. Welcome to the channel at S. Lila. Welcome in, Miss Lila. Okay. I got the Ten of Pentacles, Leo. Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, definitely. Your shit rolling in. They thought they could stop this or something. Somebody really thought that they can come in and interject something, go hand somebody a form to stop something from being processed. Straight facts. That's what this bitch was trying to do. Tried to plug you into something. I bet you this bitch got blocked too. That shit got blocked. This is what they trying to do. But Leo, you getting the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune any fucking way, because what you looking for is coming anyway. Whatever you looking for, it's coming anyway. I don't know what the hell these people trying to stop coming your way. But whatever it is, God got it. They ass is being stopped anyway. Okay, so let's go on off into this Leo. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, Leo. 10 of Pentacles. I'm a damn Leo. 10 of Pentacles, Leo. And Wheel of Fortune. Yes, call that shit in. Ring that in. Let's ring that in. Way to go. For real, way to go. Because I ain't never got that combination like that right off rip. 10 of Pentacles, and God said it's coming. God said, you know, like God, like I got it. What they gonna do about it? They can't touch it. If I said it, it's so. Okay. So let's get into this. Damn. We cutting on that. Look, you some type of beautiful catastrophe is what I call it. Okay. Somebody sees you as a go-getter, you know, as somebody who, I'm my own hype person. You feel me? Like back in the day, you ain't have to hype me up. Nigga, I hype me up. Seriously. If I needed to go and do a fight, nigga, I hype me up. Nigga, I was my own little cheer. Y'all got me fucked. Some people don't even know what they, whose team you on? And in order for somebody else to believe in you, you gotta believe in you first. I am my own hype person. Why you think I'm up here and I can do it? And so many people, I wouldn't know what to say. Bitch, I done hype myself up to be up here. And people hate people with that energy when you're driven. And you can't have it. And you losing in it badly. Whoever this is, they thought that you was going to be somewhere cowered out. Oh, yeah, we probably get one little good video out of them. It's going to slow down soon. They still waiting. They still waiting, Leo. They still waiting for you to be on the sidelines, giving up, looking stupid in the face, hoping and wishing on some crumbs and some pennies, by the way. Yup, and the whole time you already got they want you to believe in the illusion, but you sitting. You're sitting on your throne, okay? You're sitting on your throne. And that is the big bank. Big bank beat little bank. Anything else like this, your throne, which is your home, your situation, whatever that is, that's the big bank. This is the little bank, okay? This is the stuff that you got to do to make sure the big bank be okay while you in it, right? This what they bothering. This what they bothering. They ain't fucking with this. This stable. This is together. That's furnished. It's done. It's complete in Jesus' name. Whatever this is, this what they messing with. This what they want you to just like fall. They want you to forfeit this, or they want you to stop this. They don't want you to have this. They want you to have very little of this when they're done, right? And God said, hell no. What the hell? You about to get some? You gonna have very little of patience with these demons. That's what you got. And you ain't got no bother from them. Like you're unbothered. Okay, because that's unforeseen, or that's like something unseen. Okay, this is something you don't know about. This is unexpected. You don't even know this is coming. Whatever this is, this finna mess you up. And somebody wasn't trying to get you to reach. They want you to have that. That's what's on the Wheel of Fortune. And now you finna furnish that big bank. Could be your home. You probably need some repairs or something. You feel me? And you're about to be able to do it, whoever you are. Okay, so spirit guides and ancestors said, yeah, you know, these people thought that they had you somewhere, and we getting all, listen, you about to be happy than a fat rat. Okay, somebody up in their head or something up in the air, and maybe this is just like where you want to go on vacation. Leo, what am I hearing? I'm serious. you got the 10 of Pentacles out here, and that Wheel of Fortune ain't no joke, baby. It's something coming in for sure. Okay, some of y'all not about to be even expecting this. Y'all been getting all type of letters. They did this up in the air. You twiddly-ding your thumbs, walking around and looking crazy and thinking like, yeah, they not going to do this. They going to hold it up. They going to stop it. It's not going to go. And everybody putting all that air, that energy in the air. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That's what Spirit said. Stop it. Do you see who you are? It's not even about faith. Because you are somebody. At this, it's not even just about hope. You are somebody. So whatever you called in because you did what you were supposed to do for this family, And God sees that you need for that family. If you're empress and you're alone, God sees and knows that you need for that family to care for. And he also might be sending you a man too, if you're woman. Okay, so let's get into this for you here. Hey Leo, welcome in. Okay, my babies. I hope y'all having a great, beautiful day, evening, afternoon, or whatever time it is around you. We welcome you in here with us on IntuitActivity, and we ask that you stay with us if you like. So, okay, just go ahead and become a subscriber. Okay, so how you do that? Hit the subscription button. You want to become a soul subscriber? Hit the notification bell after you subscribe to the station. Okay, and we hope to see you again. If we are to, notification bell. Okay, make sure you hit the notification bell and come back around here when we putting up our videos. We usually congregate whenever y'all get the notifications. Y'all come in a little slow over here. It's cool. I'll be up here for a little bit of time purposely. 11:11 on the channel. That's what I just seen on my timer. Okay, and I've been seeing signs of synchronicities like that all day. 444, 11:11. 1212, 333, 222. I saw for sure today 444, 555, and 22. You feel me? It don't have to be those numbers. Like right now, I'm not seeing that. I see 542. You feel me? But all day I've been like just doing little things, and when I turn or whatever, I look to not even trying to see it. It's been being seen, not consciously. Okay, so. And it's been throughout me being, up and down, doing what I'm doing on the phone, whatever. And I stop and I'm like, I'm going to take a break. I look up. It's one of them signs of synchronicities. So I don't know what's been so synchronized about today, but I think it's God in the energy trying to tell us to calm down. He has it. He'll take care of us. We are okay. We've been this whole time, haven't we? I mean, what's going to change it? What's supposed to change it? Not what you're seeing on world news. That's the confusion from the enemy. Yeah, just so the white man can kick and scream because he really a loser. You know what I'm saying? They know they some losers. No matter how much they shower themselves with slaves' gifts of money that was built on the backs of just not our ancestors, but us too. We still out here slaving in this place. Yeah, I'm talking to me. I'm talking to you. We have been. And our government apps is telling us so. Have you reached the credits that you need to? You understand what I'm 13 on my timer. We've been some slaves out here. We have been. And a lot of people will tell you that, this person, they ain't work enough. This person ain't do this. Yeah, you did. You did quite a bit. I think you exceeded these people's expectations of you, whoever you are. Thank y'all so much for y'all donations. That's you chiming in. That's you saying hello. Keep my chat safe. Thank you so much for being here. We send you love and light back 100-fold times 1,000. Remember those bayleaf rituals? Who is this? Because this looks like you from yesterday. Nope, that's Miss Delphine. I know that name when I see it. And it wasn't Hector. But hello, Hector. Okay. Hello, Hector Galvin. Thank you so much for being here. Miss Delphine, thank you so much for that bronze medal. Thank you, thank you. And so are you. We love you just because you said that. Please come back and see us again. F. Walker recording. Okay, 1318. Thank you so much for that beautiful comment. Miss Lori, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, no matter where you are. Coach Anique, welcome in. And Miss S. Lila, thank y'all so much for being in here. Remember, we shout you out in the beginning sometimes, too. I just want to get it out because it's a lot of people chiming in and we getting donations. So thank you so much for that. We send that back to you 100-fold along with the bay leaf ritual. Do not forget those bay leaf rituals really help out, okay? They help push that energy through For real. If you getting up and you in the morning, you using your bay leaves and you do the things that I tell, because I did research while I was sitting down for all those months, right? So while I was I was going through, they started sending weird shit to me once they found out where my room is at. First, I wasn't even being bothered. But it was like the moment we was in that situation, my kids started acting real weird in that situation. You feel me? And then they start sticking together and start attacking me. And then I was like, yeah, it's a lot of energy over here in this place. It's a little bit much. I sent it back though, you know, on the backs of the demons that they rode in with. You feel me? Whoever had them demons, they was left with them, because you weren't gonna pass them over here. I swear to God, you wasn't. So somebody upset because you didn't accept the demons and they did, or you didn't accept the payment of the devil, or something. Something is weird. Okay, somebody is weird. Let's get back into the tarot. I'm just trying to get my camera together here. Okay, let's get back into this, because I'm getting the Six of Wands. And somebody watching you. Like, they watching the shit go down. Okay, you see this? You watching the shit go down. Somebody seeing some shit go down. We watching it. 2026 going down, ain't it? How we gonna come in here like this with this crazy ass fool at the beginning of this place tearing up our everything? We wasn't doing bad on the dial or nothing. Why did this person just come in and disrupt this, and they had to pull out like that because of Epstein? And now they trying to call it a hoax so we can go back to normal or something. They just wanted to be like quickly forgiven. Oh. Yeah, why you all? So we've been watching some stuff go down. Okay. And there has been some downloads that has came out of some people. Okay. But I was trying to figure out why we come in like with this big ass boom. Like, what is wrong with these people? And I'm like, it's because of the files? Like, because of who own them? And come to find out, yes, these people are being held. When don't we hold people accountable? Okay. You're not really married to Melania? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that a real marriage, or is that the hoax? You may want to check into his marriage. Where they documents at? Who signed off on that? You know what I'm saying? Was these people sworn in when they did this? Like, how did she get over here? And then why is we listening to, people like don't listen to Nicki Minaj? Well, I believe that she had a non-disclosure and she just speaking against it, and they about to try to shut her down or something. But she's a Trinidadian, and I don't give a damn where she's from. She been here in America for a minute, and she been dealing with them people for a little while. And I believe they got her money. I don't think she'd just be acting up. I don't think she doing no rituals, and then I don't feel it off of her. I don't feel it off of her, but I know she's Trinidadian. But she's been here in America for a while. Okay. I think she went Trump trying to play chess so she don't get deported. That's what she was trying not to do. And she trying not to do that. And she trying to catch Jay-Z because she want her money before they do it. You feel me? I think that's what's going on. She said, give me my money, bitch. They wouldn't pay her. They wouldn't pay her to be quiet. You feel me? They think they big on doing this too. Like, they pay who they need to. You got New York in your pocket. And then they made a song. From New York. Yeah. Them lights. He done paid to own them. To do what he want to. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The terrors. The nightmares. The things that those people had to see. There could be a Virgo and Hermit watching you. Somebody who walked away from you, Leo. They could enjoy watching you online. They could enjoy just watching you from afar, from a distance. This person could be at work, gazing, looking over at you. You might just be in your own world, minding your business, eating your lunch or whatever you're doing on your phone, playing a game, but you're minding your business. You're not even really looking at people, maybe. I think we have come so far away from communicating with each other that it's just made us beyond lazy. Like, seriously. Do these people even take their relationships seriously? Or do they just smile, nod, and walk away? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you caught me. I gotta go now. Let me go on to the next person. I've been talking to them all day anyway. Seriously. This is how bad the hearts have hardened. This is how bad it's gotten. They don't love nobody, but that's their fault. While you're transforming, they're under judgment for how they just discarded you and threw you away. As if you didn't mean anything. As if whoever this person that was coming in was something way more or brought more to the table, and they probably don't do nothing. You did everything. You feel me? You bring a nigga up, you make their meals, you clean their house, children and all. Anybody in your presence should be grateful that they even have you there in their life, let alone the call, and have access to get through to. These people always want you to call them or find them. Well, this time I don't got your number. It got deleted. I looked you up. I couldn't find it either because it wasn't there. Somebody probably got sick messing around with these things out here. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, Texas. See? Yeah, that trick. She's skinny now. Yeah, that dude's sister is like, she disappearing or something. She can't even breathe no more. Like, somebody really on their deathbed. Medicine not really helping no more. This person just getting smaller and smaller and darker. Whoever this is. And the whole time you getting wish fulfillment. Having transformations. You feel you out here getting wish fulfillment, having transformations right before these people are. They are upset. They are upset because there is no replacement. You're irreplaceable. It's your energy, and it's a fact. You can't replace an energy that is unlike others. You never find this nowhere else. And I think everybody who's ever been in your energy feels the same way each time. I'm genuine. I don't know who told y'all anything else. Did you ask my brother Mark? Hopefully he didn't lie on me too. You understand what I'm saying? Because all I did was really hang out with you, bruh. Straight facts. That's always been love from my brothers in my neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I couldn't never. You feel me? Like, the truth is the truth. If I did it, I done it. You know what I'm saying? I can't hide from it, and I don't try to. It's not me bragging on nothing. It's me admitting, like, I have flaws just like you. I've done things that you could be going through. This is why we're to share our testimonies. But for some reason, they take it like somebody coming after them. I'm like, no, it's y'all in the spiritual realm doing y'all spell work. We can feel what you putting on us. And we can feel how you spitting it out there when you angry. Just because you forgot that you did it when you did that spell work, you was under something. We can't tell you, but it's a spell that you got coming. Because we sent it back. We trying to send it. Okay? I don't know who these people thought that I was, Lender. You know what I'm saying? I was told to render sacred service to God. That's what I was to do with my temple. So every time I turn around, there was some nigga over here trying to rob me of my energy or something. 1.5 what I had. You won't even tell who you are. You gay as hell behind the scenes, and you out here trying to attack me. What you think God gonna do for you just because you atheist? You don't think you get it too? Go ask them all on this planet. You can't messing with the soul scriber. You can't messing with the collective. You can't messing with this tribe, this soul tribe over here. And I'm hearing somebody may be dearly departed. They might be laid to rest. Yeah. Or somebody needs to lay something to bed. Somebody needs to let it go. Somebody needs to stop drinking, thinking so much, and move on. Like, let that go. Whatever that is, let that go. You can't control nothing. Whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen. You trying to put spell work out there just killed you or something. Yeah. Because people jumping off of shit. They jumping. Them files, they jumping for the files, child. They jumping. Yeah, they trying to make it like it's a hoax, and then they got people out here telling us, you can't believe this, you can't believe that. Child, yeah, those who heard about it before now know that it's true. They know that it's true. I wouldn't see Tevin Campbell crying on it in the interview. Okay. I don't think that those type of interviews are lies. I seriously don't. Okay. So I don't know what you want to think that ain't true, but I know what I saw Michael Jackson and many people say about Oprah, and many others said about Diddy. The same thing they were saying about Jay-Z and Beyonce stealing. Now they talking about Solange doing voodoo again, throwing spell works all over everybody. And America already got it all over the whole country being weird. Because of they unum sanctum every year. The beginning of the year, it's not in January. What y'all think they doing? They bringing in the new year. That's why they do the damn Grammys. Is it the same time every year, around the same time? A certain moon phase. Yeah, just pay attention. You over on the tarot channel think you're going to get something normal? I don't know what your normal is, but this is normal for me. And if you was in my family, it was a normal for us to talk about stuff like this. And to hear it being talked and discussed with us amongst certain family members. Certain people. I don't want to talk about that. You couldn't get none out that little young one. They ain't bring it up. Some of them would talk, and some of them wouldn't say nothing. Okay? But the ones that was talking was the older ones. Okay? And they was talking about spell work and that weird stuff. So I know that it exists. I don't care what y'all say. That's not been a hoax since my mama was a kid and her mama was a kid, and they heard stories when they was a kid and saw things when they did this and that. You understand? This ain't gonna keep getting passed down. That's why they wanted to kill them off, because they were the evidence. And they still killing people off. And Trump trying to force it. He's trying to kill off. He's trying to target certain people who remember stuff or who keep talking. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, be careful. Be careful. Because they watching you. They watching us. Most people just, they cower out. They scared. I don't give a fuck about y'all little weird ass. Don't nobody care about them little vampires, dog. Y'all went over there and shot yourself over some vampire blood. The bat blood. Now you shot yourself up with bat blood. Now you a vampire or something they trying to say and do. You know what I'm saying? Changing their genetics through, testing and trying to abominate stuff. They're an abomination, sir. Y'all are an abomination. A lot of them probably crashing out too. They are in them deep red states. They probably going crazy mad. Trust me, they are. They going crazy mad. Blue states chilling. Because it's mainly us. You feel me? And those who are red amongst us, they chilling with us. They like, shit, we go to the grocery store. They straight out here. We the only ones got a problem. And they looking like, we don't even care no more. Some of them don't. They probably changing just because they see that the blue states they chilling. Nobody's moving. Nobody's getting hurt. You understand? Everybody worried about themselves, their bills, their children, their health, their insurance, their jobs, their cars, their home. You understand? This is what people are worried. This is what people is working for, or they're trying to figure out and move. This is what we're paying attention to. We want to make sure y'all put that money where it needs to go so people can make sure that they have roofs over their head. Okay, we don't care nothing about no weather and no concentration camp. You put all that money into that. You could have kept putting it into housing for them people who was already on Section 8. What did you go and buy those for? He cut Section 8 out so he can go buy some boxes to put you in. For real. He took that money and did something else with it. Because I heard they kicked a lot of people off of them services. They did. They did give a lot of people notices. That might have been just on them. Some people, because how you still get, you ain't got no more kids in the house, but somehow you still getting Section 8. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? Y'all be fucking with the wrong one. I ain't driving no truck. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like 18 with me. That's what I was supposed to be doing. Okay? I ain't even driving for Uber. But that's what I'm supposed to be out here. Something like that. Yeah. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I ain't really doing what I want to do. I got a tower. Okay? Somebody might be worried about moving. Because that Four of Cups to me is like worry energy. There's somebody sitting there like, you feel me? I gotta move. So how I'm gonna do this? Where this gonna come from? How am I, you know? And that's what I'm praying against for anybody. They tell you my station is about just black people. It's not. That's everybody energy. I pray for anybody. I don't care who I'm talking to, for real, most of the time. Whoever here. It must be something in it for you. You stop by. Thank you for coming in. I know the message be sounding kind of weird because I'm a different vibrations than the messages, for real. Even in real life, the messages be tough. And I'll be like, what the, you know? Right is right, wrong is wrong, right? That's how I feel over here. Keep that up off me. I pray your protection on you. Leo. Somebody trying to break up some type of connection. Yeah, they don't want you in this relationship or something. Somebody wants you to go through a tower. But how? You're the Empress. You're already sitting on your throne. Okay? I got a King of Pentacles, mad, lying on you. Pissed off too. You know, demons, they don't like to die alone. Some coward ass bitches. Okay? God got you though. Whoever you are. You could be in that King of Pentacles energy. Or this a boss figure. Okay? Looking to share their world. Could be a Capricorn. It's an obsessive ass nigga too. This person been watching you. Want to come and take a leap of faith towards you. King of Wands, looking good. Very handsome. Attractive. Confident. Yeah, he gonna be all that when he come up towards you. Who is this? Because we do got devil energy before you took that leap of faith. Came out King of Pentacles. Then the Ace of Pentacles. Like, I don't know. Is this person acting like God sent him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a God seeing, but he really the devil type of shit. You feel me? Like, this motherfucker trying to take a leap of faith towards you before this King of Wands come in. Welcome in, Pharaoh. Furious. One and only. Welcome in the chat. I be wondering sometimes, like, if I knew who this was. If I really got on here and knew who that was, would I even speak to him? I wonder. I'll be laughing every day because I don't really care. You know? I hope your vibrations is elevated. I seriously do. I hope you turn back from backsliding ways. I hope you let Yeshua in to even access God. Because you know that's how we got to get to him, is through him. Right. Like, you need to know legislation. You need to know the spiritual laws and how to obey them. This is one way you can, by listening to the spiritual laws in the first place and abiding by the rules, which is of the land. I didn't say about they fake ass riches. Man, they was peddling around with silver and gold. Now they got dollars and want to keep you in it. You feel me? I didn't want to keep you down in the dumps about it. Some shit they done made up. They have an evolving trust fund. These people could never be broke. They could never go broke. Trust me, they can't. it's something that they do with the system. They trick it. And yeah, they just some criminals for real. This is one of them countries that they just fundled us through here. All the other world leaders come here and play whatever. They make them just like Disney World to these. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Because y'all, they out here weird as hell. So Leo, be careful. Ten of Wands, Temperance is out here after a King of Wands and a leap of faith, okay? But before that, we had the devil. I don't know what he doing. What he trying to do? Control you? You know, he got that little puppet in his hand. Yeah, he's a controlling, toxic one. This motherfucker could be trying to say he's a god sin. It came out King of Pentacles. Everybody out here, though. This the third king out here, y'all. He just want to have some fun. Okay, so that's how I feel about the King of Swords. Be careful, Leo. Be careful. I'm hearing they just want to have fun with you. It's like all these men want you. Like they might be part of some group. Yeah, this somebody fantasy. Somebody dreaming about you like this. Child, what? They gotta be gay. You dreamed yourself. You dreamed about me with two other men in the room. King of Swords. Let me stop. Okay. King of Wands, did you do that? Or is that you, King of Pentacles? Okay, one of y'all gay as hell, if not all three of you. For real. But no, I got the I got the Knight of Wands. Okay. Somebody could be definitely inspired to come towards you. It'd be like that. Because I don't know who here. I could be representing a Queen of Wands, but I could be like the Knight of Wands could be male or female energy. You feel me? So how I'm saying in the cards, it's just how it is for you. Okay, so you could be, whoever you are, Leo, surrounded by three men who want you. Take it how it may resonate. May resonate, but don't make it fit. They may want you. I don't know if all of them want at the same time, but I was just being funny and facetious as usual. Okay, but somebody in here in this energy might be gay as hell. And that's on them. It's a whole community for them. So they might. If it resonates and you hear, take it as it may resonate, but don't make it fit. I see the Chariot. Somebody want to move on with you. Somebody making plans to move on, or somebody that been inspired. You didn't inspire somebody. Who you inspire today? Okay. Who you aspire to be? I don't know. Let's see. Remember, these are free messages, okay, on the YouTube every day. So remember to chime in. I try to do my best with the energy when I can fit in what I'm not doing outside of this channel, okay, on a regular basis. So I'm getting the Ace of Swords. It won't go back over. It went and came back up. So Leo, Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands. First off, these people trying to get away. Okay, they falling all out my hands. They trying to get away. They are. They could have been doing something devilish in the energy. All these men could be in some little warlock group. Or it could be some men out here attacking you over a King of Swords. Okay. Somebody who finds you, you know, they like this innocence and youthful energy about you. You feel me? It's something about your charm, and you're charming or cute to this person. Okay, you might just be like a little scruffy, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. A little tiny person like me or something, I don't know. You can take it how it may resonate. I don't pull everybody in on no emotional level because of how small or big you are. This is all a mindset read over here. How is your mindset? Are you okay today? You know what I'm saying? I thank you for being here. You're a person. I don't care about how you look. I care about how you feel. I care about how the messages resonate. And I care about where you're resonating at in the messages. We ask that if you are irritated, that you don't disrespect the chats. That you just retract that message or retract yourself from the channel. Redact yourself. Redact your comment. Ain't that some new popular thing? Okay, we redacting everything. as if it didn't hype. It didn't happen like they sweep it under the rug back in the day. We redact it. You get it? So something about your ideas, the way you present something, people don't come off like you. They just say what everybody else saying, doing what everybody else. They some bots. Somebody knew something was special about you the moment they met you. And when you was in their presence, they was like, how did I let you get away from me? I be around me. I love your energy. I should have made the first move the first time I saw you. And maybe I would be further longer. Okay, so somebody feels like they would be further along with you if they had said something a long time ago collective. So I'm guessing it was at a time that you may have been in this person's presence before. And it was that time for them to merely make that move. But they were so, I don't know. They didn't know how you would feel it. It was like they were so modest in their energy and they wish they had been more barbaric. This is like a man actually salivating over a woman. Woo! That heterosexual energy always get my engines going, baby. Okay? Somebody is upset because you're a woman and he's he. I don't care about that. It's not a competition. A woman is a woman. If a man want a woman, that's just what he want. He ain't heated for you. Okay, so I think you should just like maybe handle that and go find you somebody else. Allow the spirit to strengthen and renew you. And take a hike. Let that person in that family, let that happen. Remove you. And maybe you might see your blessings come through. You might find that God got something better for you. Okay? In your neck of the woods, though. Or he got somebody on the way and maybe you just not waiting long enough. You're fighting a closed case. Cycle. Closed. These motherfuckers 0 for 0. Like for real. They 0 for 100, nigga. They ain't won not one battle up against God. They never do, Jesus. They never do. They never do. Oh my God. Okay, so there's a cycle of life, a rebirth. Okay, it's transformation. All of that with the Empress. She gives life. There's some fast messages coming in. 10 of Pentacles was the first thing on the table with the Wheel of Fortune out here. Then the 6 of Pentacles hit us upside the head like God is gifting it to you. And it came out further down the line with the King of Pentacles. Somebody may have also said something bad about you, okay? Yeah, people was, if you was in the High Priestess energy, if you got High Priestess energy, you know, like you're highly intuitive or whatever, you are thinking man, thinking woman or whatever, Leo, okay? And this is how you show up, your truth, your honesty. The light is what we call it for real. And they want to call you sirens and snitches and stuff, but you the light. You hold the light because the truth is the light, okay? And they don't like that. They like to say it, but nobody likes to live it. Nobody likes to walk it. They fake it. They fake like that's what they are, or like that's what they doing. It's a lot of them. It's crazy as hell. When I was a kid, I found myself not even wanting to speak to like neighbors and shit when I was a kid. Well, sometimes I used to take like walks around my neighborhood a lot. And at different times I will be coming in the house and catching shit while I'm out there. Like people arguing, they act like they so perfect in the neighborhood, you know. Somebody leaving a person's house, I'm like, bro, that ain't your wife, dog, that ain't your, oh girl, you know, that ain't your husband. You know what I'm saying? A nigga leave, another one pull up type of thing, you know. So I found myself being a little nosy when I was younger, and I said, you know what? You got to learn to stop doing this. This ain't your business. So I had to learn to cut that off and stop paying attention to anything around me. That's really hard to master, right? But the way I mastered it, I can be right outside. I don't see nobody. Straight facts. It's just a gift. It's some type of ascension, I feel. God keeps me like from looking at faces or whatever. I don't be paying no attention to no damn body. I don't. I be in my own world, okay? So, Leo, I don't know. You could be some type of introvert. You like a bookworm, a writer, or something like that. Let's see what's going on here. Definitely, a bitch can talk, okay? This is why I wanted to be a lawyer, a possible judge. You know what I'm saying? With a judge, though, you gotta listen a lot. You gotta do a lot of research. You know what I'm saying? Lawyer, you get to talk and perform and shit. It was Claire Huxtable, I believe. You feel me? It was the examples too. Yeah, that was a big one for me. A big example for me was definitely that TV show. And like I said, when it gave people any kind of hope, people start wanting to push to actually carry those ideas out that they seen. Oh, we can have that. We can do this. Yeah, after they have pumped they people, school full of them, you know, just so they can fill up all of the courts to do what they doing right now. Keep all of our money, take all of our land, sign it over with felonious accounts. And you feel me? It's tiresome. At this point, you just want God to kill it. You just want him to end it. For real, for real. I didn't say our lives. You want him to end that shit. End them. Because they're breaking laws. And they didn't put this damn demon up in here doing what? He up in there being Damien. Like, what are you doing? You don't say, do you know what you're doing? I don't think you know what he's doing for real. Okay, so somebody's been hiding a valuable secret. Okay. And I feel it's how they feel about you. Okay. A lot of you are weighed down by circumstances maybe in life right now. I don't know. Because I don't know what the secret is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Some people may be weighed down or feel weighed down or heavy about something. I don't know. I'm not putting it there. I don't want you to be. Trust me. I was just about to say, well, we don't want you to be. We want you to positive affirmation. Do your bayleaf rituals for yourself. Get into your scriptures. Cleanse your energy. Do your prayers. You know what I'm saying? Go do some walks. You feel me? Clear your energy or something like that. Take a ride into your favorite space where you can pray. Like I like to go by the water and release any energy or whatever, and try to sit out there by that water and get that fresh energy. You feel me? That flowing energy. Okay, because water flows into different bodies. Okay, and they're connected here. So we ask for the spirit of money to move in. We ask for the spirit of financial blessings to come in towards us too. Okay, I do. I ask all the time for not just myself, but for you too as a viewer. And I ask that if you are in high vibrations, that you receive this more abundantly and faster. Okay, as soon as possible, especially if you're in need of something. So I ask God to open up those doors. I don't care where it's coming from. It's like some of y'all, like right now, you might have just gotten something. You don't really got no food. Now here's a door coming open. Here's somebody, like a church is doing this. And right when the church do this, the service going to open up that you need. And then all of it's just going to cornucopia. So you're going to get food. Don't worry about it. You think you're going to be without, you're not. Okay, so that's the type of stuff I'll be praying happen for those who are in need, because I know where they got us at. I know where they got us at. I knew where they had us. I knew where they had us at when I was a kid. I was looking at it. Them people were young and vibrant. They had a lot of ideas. I used to be sitting there looking at them, waste their years doing nothing. Why you can't do nothing about it? Oh, you need this. You got to do that. And then I watched them. Time then went by. I'm this age now. I can't. I done messed this up and messed that. I'm like, damn, but why you do that? You was just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago. What's wrong with you now? A few years ago, 5 years ago. I mean, I watched time go past. You feel me? And they never moved. They never did nothing different. They kept themselves held back. Okay. So I pray whoever you are, you get some time. That's what it is for me. I wish I just had the time to actually do something like that. It's something about Queen of Swords, the star, the sun energy. Queen of Swords is the sun energy, and then it was like the Five of Cups. Spirit guides and ancestors, show me what else is here. What is this hidden moon energy? It's like somebody had an agenda, or there could have been some type of secret. I felt that somebody was, I don't really think I got the lovers out here. So, and I still don't. So, I just was feeling though like that's what it was. It was like this person didn't allow himself to open up to that particular door with you. And then I felt it, like I felt the energy that he really wanted to pour out towards me. But instead, he shut himself down. Okay. I don't know what was going on all the time. I didn't see this person, but I just kept seeing. When I seen him, it was like, why? It looks like he was just in so much pain. You feel me? So I wasn't doing nothing but kind of like up under him and praying and rubbing whatever that was. Just let him sleep. Just prayed over him for real. You know, asked the ancestors to help for real, whatever the issue was. That's what I did. Okay. Um, but I could see it. It was like, you know how somebody just been in pain for so long and then they finally go to sleep. But it was like, I don't know. Brother was sleep. Okay. I mean, he was out of there like I gave him some drugs or something. I did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I mean, I did something, but I don't know. I don't know. And each time that we would come together, it would be like the same thing. He would literally just, he wouldn't care. It was like after a while, he didn't care if I stayed or if I left. You know, he would just go to sleep. And then he'd be like, well, you know, I just let you sleep. I was going to wake you up, but I let you sleep. Straight facts. So I can remember because it was like, um, it was intense for me, for sure. Because it was something that I felt on me as a child, you know, with this person. And I just, I gave up on it after a while. Like, you know, I seen them all the time and I'd be dipping out that place. You feel me? Like I would dip. I probably won't say hi or nothing. Hi or bye, nothing. It was just I'd be gone. And then after a while I would go there and wouldn't see him at all. Not there at that place. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, the only reason I had this person number was because of some photos or something. Okay. But that's what I was calling about in the first place. And like I said, during that time, this person really held back their feelings and their emotions. And I think he was kind of like raging with that. Like it was on him. I felt it. And we wasn't touching each other or nothing. It was just like that energy. You could feel it. It was high. It was like we was talking to each other, but we was stumbling over our words. We was being weird. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. We was being weird. I don't know how to put it. So this is the type of energy I feel that could be coming up between you and somebody who's like a friend of the family, or somebody you have interest in. Maybe it's going over a line of friend energy, okay? And now y'all crossing this line of friend energy, and now it's starting to feel like it's more, okay, gravitating towards this person, pulling towards you intimately. You feel me? Um, yeah, this is some built up emotions. And this person has been hiding it for a long time. They have been hiding this, okay? They've been thinking a lot. They may have been talking to someone about you with this Page of Swords. But somebody's been thinking out loud. Like somebody's been talking, but somebody's been thinking, wondering. Okay. Okay. And then I got the Eight of Pentacles. It's also like building something. Okay. Um, building something, working hard, toil and labor. Somebody might have thrown themselves into work after that situation with you. For sure. I don't know. It's maybe the way you walked away left them in confusion, or that you didn't touch them. Okay? Because I didn't. Initially, me being around this person, the first time I was ever in the presence of them alone at their home, okay? With their brother, their parents' house, okay? I did not touch this brother at all. I got a call, and I was going to ignore that call, and I was just like, let me go. And he was like, you sure? I was like, huh? You feel me? So I'm like, yeah, my baby, I gotta go. She a breastfed, and I don't pump or nothing like that. So I probably would have had squirting stuff everywhere anyway, and it was starting to fill up. I think that was another reason why I just went on ahead too. I was driving, and I had this milk supply, okay? So that was another reason why I had to go. Outside of that, we probably would have hit it off. For sure. If that did not happen, but my chest was so, and I was like, dang, I'm about to be in Paris, because I had them little breast pads on. We've been trying to kiss on them. I wouldn't have been able to take my shirt off, honestly. Okay, because that stuff would have that's how big them things they was just, and then they'll get engorged. And I had been out for some time. I was trying not to drink a lot of water and stuff like that, so they wouldn't fill up as much, so I can get done whatever I was trying to do. But I was telling, my auntie, she was like, well, wrap it up. And I'm like, dang, auntie, I'm just standing here. He just pulled the pictures up. This girl ain't stopping. She was making it like it was so big or whatever. And it was like, I guess she called herself trying to stop me from doing that. Like I was going to just end up pregnant again. I don't know. Maybe that's what she was thinking about. Who she with? Where she go? Who she with? She been with this person for a while. She's just been gone. But my auntie would do that. She used to do that to my cousin too. So I don't know. But you got to be careful with them devil energies on people, bro, because that was the motherfucker I wanted, for sure, okay? So, but I didn't touch him right off. I didn't. That shit happened. I went through a whole marriage before this person got rolled back around to me. I went without seeing him. The next time I talked to him, I was like, can you send him to Virginia? He was like, Virginia? I was like, yeah. He's like, what you doing in Virginia? I said, well, I got married. He's, you got married? So I went through a whole marriage before I seen this person again. And then when I seen him, guess what was happening? I was getting a divorce. That's what I have for y'all, okay? For real. I was getting a divorce. That's how Jehovah set it up. And I was like, Jehovah had to do this, because I haven't seen this person nowhere, only in passing. And it would be like, did I just see them? That's how it would always be, because I drove fast, child. I knew sometimes that I felt like I knew it was really him, but I wasn't really looking like that. But I know a couple of times I saw this person in passing, and I just wouldn't say nothing to each other. But this time it was like we was always in passing. And I kept saying, you don't find nothing odd with that? Just we always in passing? We always like seeing each other but not seeing each other? Like that's weird. But we be around, we were seeing each other. I was seeing this guy all the time. Okay. I wasn't looking for them. It was just, I'd be like, I know that's that person I went to school with. You feel me? So, and I stayed at the hall. So when we was younger, yeah, you seen them. So you know who they are. But at the end of the day, that was just odd how that shit happened. I was like, all this time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get you back there. I didn't take that chance. I did not take that leap. He did not take that leap. It was like some type of anticipation, some energy. I swear it was so weird to me. And then it was like, I went through a whole marriage, a whole 10-year marriage. And then that 11th year, I was getting that divorce, okay? And here this person is, just boom. I mean, the next day, I was getting a divorce. Seriously. Here I am, talking to this man. I was like, this is weird. This is odd. Why is he here? I kept praying. I kept praying. I kept saying, Jehovah, why are you here? And I guess it was for me not to go through like emotional upset or to feel like you're not attractive. It was like anything that person that I was married to before I ran into this man, it was like God telling me that the devil is a lie. You're absolutely beautiful. You're still stunning. Look, this man probably on you more than he was on you back then. He's desiring you and he's asking for you more now. You know what I'm saying? Like, during that time, I was living by myself with my children or whatever, but it wasn't like he was trying to call and get to me. And he had talked to me a couple of times, okay? And nothing. But this particular situation, after my divorce, you know what I'm saying? Or like during my divorce, because he came, I swear, the day before my divorce. That shit was weird as hell. So it was strange to me. Spirit guides answer. I don't know why I'm explaining this, but that's just how God would do though. God would just, I felt like it was that. I felt that God was just saying, no, you don't have to, just be wondering about yourself, like if you did something wrong or why nobody don't want you, all the little weird stuff that could go through your head, because that's what happens when people go through breakups sometimes, you feel me? So I got the devil still coming out here trying to control some shit. What you trying to control, sir? A cycle. This person trying to control the cycle. They still trying to get something on the cycle I think is closed. Somebody really is trying to stop some type of connection. I'm talking about past energy too. But it's not like I had a real relationship with this person at all. It wasn't one. It was just what they call it back in the day, them booty calls. But how many times you gonna call on that booty? You understand what I'm saying? Before it's not a booty call no more, But that's pretty much what that shit was. They was trying to be all fancy schmancy with it, but how the hell you gonna be fancy schmancy with me? You can't. You couldn't. Like, I think, some people took it like, they looked at me like I was innocent and, she don't know nothing. I just maybe not knew the terminology of what people probably was using at that time, or, the little games they was playing, because I wasn't really into no games. I had just got out of a marriage. What game was I playing? To wake up every day and be of service to my family and still try to take care of my own personal issues on a day-to-day basis. You feel me? So that's what I was used to doing. I wasn't out here playing them games like those. Like this person, they was living some type of bachelor life out here with whoever they wanted to be with, more than likely. I don't know. That's how I looked at it. I don't have no for certain, for sure, that that's what that person was doing. It just seemed like that's what they are, like a bachelor. They just out here, sleeping with different people. Because I was told, like, don't tell nobody. And I'm like, I don't like when people say that. What you mean? Like, I wasn't even thinking though. I wouldn't. It was like he made me want to because he told me not to. You feel me? Like, it was just like, oh, now I want to. Now I'm thinking all type of stuff, right? Like, is you messing with my family? That's the first thing I went to. Like, damn, this nigga. And then I heard one of my cousins, and I'm like, that was one of his best friends, okay, along with my baby dad. Ugh. So what is you talking about? Who this person was gay with? Okay. So that's what I was just going through some stuff. I really was thinking all type of stuff after that. And I just like backed up. I really stopped calling. I did. I stopped calling. And then this one day I got a call from him. Okay. And I was at the construction site, staying focused, staying grounded. My little Lumina. It was quiet at that time to that. Somebody tried to take my Cadillac converter. So I think somebody cut it. Okay. Seriously. Because they told me it was a clean cut. They'll do stuff like that in the neighborhoods. They'll be up under your car, child. You ain't got no alarm on it and trying to steal your stuff off of your car. So they was cutting them Cadillac converters and taking them off. And these people wound up taking it off eventually and gave me a straight pipe. But that bad boy was loud as hell. Okay. The straight pipe was a little bit quiet. It wasn't. That shit was loud as hell. That shit was loud as hell. But with that Cadillac converter, it was fine. Okay. So, but during that time, that's the car I had. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know. I realized that I ain't want them this way. You know what I'm saying? And I had to just come to grips with myself, like, maybe I've been feeding myself something about this person for far too long. And whatever I saw when I was a child, maybe that's gone, you know? Maybe that's never going to be there. And yeah, I had a long, good talk with myself like 20 years ago about this situation. Because before I ran into him, I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to get with this person. I just kind of gave up on it. It was always a hope and a desire of mine, which is why I recorded our time together mentally, right? But and it's recorded with some of them, you know what I'm saying, scattered here and there, whoever. Don't really, but this is the energy that I've had on me, and I've definitely been sitting with this energy since a child, okay? At this time that I'm having this conversation with myself about our connection. And I'm just like, I'm fooling myself. He's not going to want anything else. And then I think I started going over messages that had been sent. And I was sitting on my job and I was just like, damn, you know, I don't want that like that though. You know, like it's gratifying, but I feel like I'm missing it. Like I'm missing him, or I want more, and I know I do. So why would I fuck with myself like that? So it was like a mental, psychological challenge for me or some shit. And I was like, is this what this nigga was doing? I instantly got mad. I started cleaning that place up. I was mad as hell. I swear I was mad as hell. I was cleaning this place up like motherfucker. And I started having to play some music or something in my ear so that I wouldn't, you know, spaz out, because I had been sitting down reading over some messages on the camera, you know. And then I was just sitting there for so long and I still had all this work to do. It was getting late. And here I am. I wasn't angry. I think I was just like upset with myself that I allowed myself to even become. It's not like I was becoming a side whore, but you might as well be. You might as well be to many more of them though. And I was like, I ain't no trick bitch, so I can't do this trick shit. You know, I can't do this. This ain't it for me, Leo. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them people. I cannot. Mentally, I can't grasp the nature of just being that way. You know what I'm saying? Just as soon as they call, I'm jumping type of shit. What the fuck, nigga? How high? I don't know where I'm going, bitch. And when I land, when I come back, because anything goes up, got to come back down.
You got a straw? A plastic straw?
No, and why you must keep, or can you turn that off? Just unplug it. Don't do that. Turn it off because it's still on. You going to
burn the green.
Yes, no, it's not going to do that, but you can mess it up.
I knew where I wanted that. This one is
irritating. So I'm in the energy of, this is a King of Cups, a King of Wands, a Taurus Hierophant, wisdom. Okay. When you're wise, you can't be controlled by the devil. And I think that that's what he came into my life for at that time he came. But I also felt like he was following me or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you know the day before my divorce to just be there at that time? I wasn't even supposed to be there. I'm going to tell you why I was there. This is how I knew it was fated, and why when it happened, it was meant for me to go into this. And I was just so excited about seeing him that I panicked immediately, like talking to him. I was always jittery and nervous. And we weren't doing nothing but text messaging each other, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be jittery, telling the kids to be quiet, like he gonna hear him while I'm texting or something. Like that's how I was. I was just like really, I don't know. And I probably would feel the same way. I never even dealt with it. I just kind of buried this energy of this person somewhere, but it's still there. You feel me? Like whatever's there is still there. But I just don't pay it no attention. You feel me? It's like I'm really done. I'm really gave up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? It was a moment. Okay. And maybe I pulled it into existence somehow. Yeah. Cause see, I made him something a long time ago, and I would tell people always would hear me talk about this person, like they knew, like she crazy about this person. We don't even know. Everybody I'm talking to don't know nothing about this person, what this person look like at all. I'm just like, yeah, this person, child, this was my little childhood crush. I really wanted this person, like, so I don't even know. I never knew why though, and it's always the face that I see ain't never our adult, like how we look as adults or like when we was around each other, whatever. Because clearly I still ain't seen it for like 10 to 15 now. It's been like 10 to 15 years. Haven't seen this person. It's been a long time. Okay, I haven't seen them. And I haven't been looking. Okay, I'm not out there tripping on them. Like so, I'm sitting here in this energy as a kid, and then getting it older as an adult and running into this person, and we wasn't even there because of me. It was something that was happening with my niece. Somebody had took her social security number and did something. She had went over there with some couple that I don't know what they was doing, some freaky deaky shit to her. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. She was telling me a story about a couple she moved in with, and that's all I know. It was some freaky deaky shit with these people. They took her social security number and did something. Okay, so it was something she could not do in her name, and they told her what she had to go do. It was a bill in her name. I think she tried to get cable in my house in her name. Okay, and when she called about it, she couldn't. Okay, they told her it was locked or something. Like it was locked, and she had to go to Comcast, and it was a Comcast at that time. Okay, over there in Dearborn by the Secretary of State. That's where I ran into this person. And like I said, I wasn't supposed to be there. I was taking her there. I wasn't out there conducting no business. I was walking past, and as me and my niece was maybe, I think we were walking either getting ready to go into the Comcast or we was coming out of it. And as we was coming out of it or going into it, whatever, that's how we ran. And he was coming out the door. And that's how you know something is faded, because that how often does that just happens. And it was the day before my divorce. That's all I'm saying. It was just like, that's weird. So that's when you know stuff like that happening. When stuff happens like that, you know that it is out of y'all control, really. So I knew it to be odd, but I never understood why the feeling or the energy or whatever it is, why is it so intense? Especially when I was younger, I used to be like, why is this energy with this boy so intense? And it was another little boy when I was a kid. I can't remember this kid. Uh, Cause he was always somebody seriously since I probably was like, he was so little. I'm serious. He was little as hell. Had been going to that Kingdom Hall way before my mama became a witness because of my family members just visiting there. And I'm telling you, the first time I saw him, you know what I'm saying, I was tripping on him. So it was just always there. And I'll be trying to figure it. I still be trying to see if Spirit gonna give me something different every time I go into the thought about it. But I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. So it is about, it look like it's about you getting some rest, okay? Or laying something to rest. I think it's just time. It is. I don't know what that person doing. So I said it's time for me to do a cord cutting for specifically for this energy. You feel me? So that's what I've been working on to get the stuff so that I can do this cord cutting from this individual's energy, because it's just time, child. Whatever this is, I need to move on from it. And I feel like it's blocking something that I should be getting, you know what I'm saying, here in a new life, a new spirit, a new energy. And that sometimes I don't know what that is. That could be a line in, like maybe him being with me. Maybe somebody told him, like, yeah, she's so on you, you can drain her. We can use her for through your energy or something like that. And I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's pulling on me through this person. You feel me? And I don't want to have nothing to do with it, Jehovah. I'm just trying to tell you, I don't even play around, my brother. Allah, Yahshua, you better get it. Yahweh will have his way with the devil today, if you ask me. I ain't playing with no demons. I don't play with no warlocks, because I ain't no damn witch. Okay? So it's just time to put on that armor. That's what I call being. I gotta get equipped through the core cutting, and that's the armor. Continue to protect myself from the energy as I move along. Remember to come up and create new rememberies and new ways to respond to certain things, or to use new examples. You feel me? So that I can create new ideas of love and what love is, true love is supposed to feel like. That's a false sense of love. It was a false sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? And I never learned how to deal with it. I just left it somewhere. You feel me? Like I left it somewhere and didn't. I never cleared up whatever. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I didn't try to change that energy. It's like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. So I think I'm gonna just I'm gonna leave it alone until I do, if I ever do. If not, that cord cutting is happening, okay? Because I never did one. And it's funny how Gemini Libra Aquarius coming out here with that Five of Wands. It's a group of people mad too. Some group of people is mad over a Queen of Swords, or like this group of people is with a Queen of Swords right now while I'm talking about this, tripping over this King of Swords who I'm talking about, or this Emperor I'm talking about, okay? Man, okay, because something about some being exposed, okay? Yeah, look, it felt like God was handing me this band on a silver platter. That's how I felt when I read the tool. And I just was like, I can remember being at home. I was writing this, I was messaging this person so much, right? And I just remember seeing him in my mind, like with an apple in his mouth, and he was just on the plate, or he was biting. It was funny to me, and I was like, "This is too much." I didn't never know that he even had anything. He wasn't really. He was making comments like I don't have the messages or nothing no more. It doesn't matter. It was a lot said on my part mainly. I had a lot to say. So, and then there was one thing that stood out. It was about Barry, my band teacher. And I kept saying, I was telling him about that. And I was like, do you know what was said between like Rodney, the guys, my cousin? What was him? Because my cousin Willie and Rodney kept on making fun of me because of that teacher. They kept laughing at that shit like it was funny, bro. That nigga probably would have been on the files if he. I'm not playing. I loved him, but he knew what he was, and I didn't know what he was. Okay? I was just a student, my baby. I was like 13, 14 years old. I'm a straight, heterosexual female. Rough as hell. I wasn't out here touching no girl, no boy. I wasn't tripping on none of that. If I had one dude, I had one dude. Okay? That was it. I was in fucking junior high school. You feel me? And I was a teenager. So what do you mean? Why are you in my ear whispering whatever you doing? So this is what I was talking about to him. The only other person I told about that I think was my baby daddy, my first one. And he was like, they just kept laughing. And that's when I knew I couldn't trust neither one of them. So I had to back up from my baby daddy and my fucking cousin. And I kept saying, y'all laughing at this shit, dog. That shit ain't, it's not funny. And I mean, they would turn, especially my cousin, he would just turn red in the face. And I used to be like, nigga, that's not funny. That's not cute. Like, what is you laughing at? And then this person, I go into the conversation thinking that I'm going to get some type of empathy or consoling. And I was like, I don't know why he did that or what he saw in me or whatever. After I got through explaining the story to him and like how he was, you know, going over the line. We in school and you saying, I could get you in trouble. Like I could have reported him and made a complaint. And he could have lost his job and stuff. I didn't do that. But there was a teacher really tripping because he thought, what I'm saying? Like I was really being put in a space where I never was none of that shit. I was never none of that shit. Don't nobody want to be you nasty motherfuckers. There's something wrong with you bitches. I didn't have them kind of demons on me. I should know. In the name of the Father, not even at that age, I didn't have them on me. Okay. I had one person I was dealing with. And that was it. That was it. And when I got with my baby daddy, that was the one person I was dealing with. You feel me? Before I got with my baby daddy, that was my first I was dealing with for all them years. And then I got with my baby daddy at that young age because I had my child when I was 17 now. So I got with my baby daddy and that was it. You feel me? I was chilling with him. I wasn't, and that's what he was weird at. I'm like, bro, listen, nobody, we had a rough patch at the beginning of the relationship because, you still got to sever them ties from whoever you just broke it off with. But this nigga, he didn't care. He was doing whatever he wanted to do in the first place. And what y'all trying to do? Yeah, you weren't going to get that nowhere. So this man, after I asked him, I said, I don't know what this teacher saw in me, but I used to, use the teacher's name. And his response was, I know what he saw because I see it too. And then I kept asking him, what you mean by that? Even years down the line, I kept asking him, what did you mean by making that statement? Why you won't tell me what you meant? And he like, it's because I showed your ass. You know what I'm saying? So when I came to grips with what it was and stopped trying to feed myself that it was something bigger than what it was, that's when I let it go. And now it's time to cut the cord. Okay. So just remember, it's not good to hold on to a person's energy that you don't see, that you don't know what they're doing, you don't know what you could be disrupting. And somebody had to tell me that too. And I was like, oh, that's messed up. So I think when I stopped was around the time that, I was with this ex-husband because I would still run into this person. I still was having conversations with this person, you know, and it would be always, he would be trying to, where you at? It's 10, 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. You talking about, what you doing? Nigga, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's just when I knew that I couldn't do that. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I did that all through my little first relationship, being this little secretive lover. I don't feel like singing all Atlantic Star right now, but you get it. You get it. And I don't want to do that. I don't know if he had any lovers or anybody else. Nobody was living with him. Okay. He was a bachelor for sure. Okay. I didn't see no girls' clothes, no women panties, no nothing. Not that I was looking. But I'm saying when not hanging up in the bathroom with no extra little toothbrushes, when nobody bra stuck nowhere or nothing like that. You feel me? So yeah, I was cool. So it was just that I thought it was something deeper to him not answering. Like I was thinking that maybe he felt something deeper, but he really told me what he felt. He said, I know what he saw because I see it too. But the way he answered, I don't even know if he said, I see it too. He could have just said that first part. I know what he saw. And I know me. It's like, okay, so what he saw, because obviously you see it too. That's how I felt about it. But I don't think he said that part. He just probably said, I know what he saw. But what did he see is what I kept asking him and he wouldn't answer it. And I think one time he told me to leave it alone or something. I don't know. But how do you leave it alone? Like, what did you see? What is there? You feel me? What was there? So I don't know. I just been asking and they keep coming out and they won't answer me. because I'm innocently asking you, what did you see? Okay. So I'm going to get off of this. I don't know who this energy is. I know who the energy is for me, but I don't know who this energy is for y'all. You feel me? I'm not saying this person's energy is for me. It's just as how his spirit is using this umbrella of this spirit as an umbrella for this video. Okay. And this spirit that's being used in this video, I feel it has like some ties in it. There could be love emotions, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It could just be strictly my emotions. I have no idea. I felt that it was after a while. I felt like I've always just been emotional about this person. I came to the conclusion it was just all me. I might have fed myself something more than what was there. And sometimes we can do that when we really want something or when we really desire something. That's why I tell you to check your energy all the time. See where you are. And if you feel like, because see, I was having withdrawals, but it was withdrawals of like, it wasn't being around them because I wasn't really being around them anyway, right? But it was like, I want more. You just want more. You want to talk to them. You want to do little things with them, or like just I don't know. You want to push for something else, and that was just like I couldn't get with it. I've been in a marriage for like 10 years, so I had my brain kept being scrambled at one point, and I said, "Fuck that! I gotta let this thought or this person or this train of thought about this person go." And I think at that time I had been like maybe 3, 4 years in without seeing them, and they were still on my energy like that, still in my energy. And I'm like, what is that? So I started praying harder. All I would do was pray back then. I was going to the Kingdom Hall or church or whatever. It was just prayer, prayer, prayer. It wasn't no spiritual nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was all prayer, period. Just to Jehovah God, too, because that's the way I learned to pray, or who I learned to pray to, and what name I gave God was already branded Jehovah. So I'm constantly praying, even through my marriage, even though I had a handsome husband, I felt, he had that body. You feel me? He was in the military. Of course he did. So he little fat, little chubby something for his fat ass went though. He was big as hell before he went to the service and they got him together. But after that, he stayed going to the gym. But it don't work good with crazy. Okay. So you can be all masculine and divine or whatever you call it, you know what I'm saying? But something ain't divine about your mind is what I kept telling this person. No, something wasn't divine about that. See, I'm gonna have jokes about the first husband. Because child did 10 years with that. Okay, so that's a whole book, an encyclopedia right there. That's 10 years of marriage. I knew him way before then. Okay, so I got plenty stuff. Okay, but these little small little pop up stories I got, I try not to really, cause I don't know if I felt the same way about my first. You know what I'm saying? When I first saw him, of course, yeah, of course, I did. He was always smiling at me though, but that was the 80s, okay? So of course he was, okay? You know what kind of world that was back then? They've been hiding this under the rug, the PDFs, forever, okay? So they gonna smile at you, they gonna be nice. I'm just glad they didn't have a tendency to kill. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the children like that back in the day. But which one of them wanted to go to jail for doing that? So again, uh, there were nice moments with my first two. I talk about those, okay? But yeah, see how I just, if I'm with you, I'm with you. So like I'm off of that energy, the sword energy, right? And now I'm gone and flowed over to the water, okay? For real, for real. And he was, I don't know, I always felt like he was a protector of me during that time. Because he would just show up at the oddest times, but the times that I really needed him to be there, outside of that one major I wouldn't have been here. It would have been all L. I wouldn't even be sitting here if he wasn't there. I'm being real with y'all. I wouldn't be sitting here if Mr. Pennington wasn't there at that moment, that time, and or that day. He was just gonna go out of town. So what if he did? Or he was out of town. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is why he was my baby, right? He was out of town. And I called and then he was there. He was like, girl, you called me and told me that. And I don't even know what happened. I just started flying. I remember these words, okay? This is how he was with me, no matter who he was with or who was with him, okay? Because they was really with him. But I felt like he was my protector, like he was there for a reason, and he was. Okay, that moment was one of those ones that I explained about this person being let out of jail. He had just got out of jail recently in that area, and he had to be a pedophile. That's why I try to tell y'all, like, I don't really care about this channel. I do care about YouTube and their laws and stuff like that. It's really serious. I get it. But when you're warning children to be safe, it shouldn't be. How you gonna get mad? Because these people who control this type of stuff, they're the ones who's watching you. Yeah, they're the ones who's striking you. They're the ones who's shutting your channel down because of what. It ain't just people reporting. It is. It's probably some crazy ones. And you talking about who? She said what? My children? Girl, shut up. Go take your Karen ass on somebody else's channel. I don't even talk to them though. Because all of them be crazy. Them people crazy as hell for real. So black people, all I can tell y'all is really pray. Do your best on your job. Stay with your job. Stay focused on you. Keep praying over your house and your family, your situation, even your bills, your future bills, child. I would be praying to God that I never have a problem with bills at all, that you always keep us blessed around here in Jesus' name. That's all I'm saying. Leo, I hate this went on really, really long, but sometimes I get long winded on this channel, but I do appreciate y'all for listening. Be careful because the stuff I'm talking about is showing you that the people really do exist. Pedophiles been here for a long time. I don't know what they want, why they be bothering people or whatever, but I don't know. Back then it was so easy, I guess. Nowadays, I don't think it is. I don't think it's as easy as it used to be. But who knows? Everybody's so quiet, so weird. You know what I'm saying? They put on masks. They be acting like they really love these women. They go in the house with these women and these children and be doing all type of wild stuff to these kids. God bless the kids and keep them safe. Even if it's their own, even if it's their own, to keep them blessed, keep them safe, even from them. Okay, I'm not playing because it's just that bad. Like going through all the stuff that I went through as a child and growing up now, and people calling you names. Well, now you see why. If you feel a certain way about me, did you know what my life had been like before now? Exactly. So you might want to be quiet because you don't know what people fighting through or going through. I'm not fighting through anything that got anything to do with no damn children, though. I don't give a fuck what happened to me. You can't take that energy and pass that along to nobody else. It's never smart to do nothing like that. Why would you a victim? Why would you want to victimize? And they talking about, yeah, that's usually what happens to them. Something they go, oh no, bitch, you feeding the problem. You might want to go chill out with that shit. This the time for you to learn now that ain't right. Cause that's about to mess that kid up. And they know it. They don't even. I pray for Mr. Bieber. My heart goes out to you. I don't know why your family signed you over, why they did it to Rihanna, why they did it to Brandy, Aaliyah. I don't give a fuck, Brandy. We know your mama and them took a check. We heard the stories. We know. Look at your brother. That's the Epstein people, my baby. You think he ain't had nothing to do with that? Stop. That's why I'm just praying for him. The whole Norwood family, they know what they going through because of the love of money. But what you do? So my prayers go out to them. Because I don't know what they going through. I don't know how they say the more money you got, more problems, right? So they signed up for more money, and now they might have some problems. But I love y'all. Until I see y'all again, please do keep yourselves safe mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Okay. Stay tapped into source. Stay tapped into spirit. I just keep looking at this Knight of Wands energy. It's like, because you see how this looks. This how somebody looking at you. I don't know who it is, but he turned towards her. And I've been looking at this the whole time. This was what was making me tell that story. Because it's like, he see her, she over here like, yeah, I'm me. I'm doing what I do. See, but you ain't trying to be seen. You just enjoying yourself. You just free spirited. You in this innocent nature, this free flowing energy, spiritual, inspired type of energy, just to be free and dance around and be you, authentically. And this person's just gazing at you. He's just looking over at you. You feel me? So that's what I was looking at. And I felt like it was coming. That's where it was coming from. It's coming from source. This person was into you. Like, they was straight face. I don't know. The last time I walked away from that person's door, I can't remember the last. I don't know. I don't even remember the number no more. It's been so many years. I don't know how many times. I don't think it was that many that I went over there like that. I can't remember for real. I just remember certain events that, you feel me, that happened and occurred because I was so, I can't explain the feeling. It's still there. So I'm hoping when I cut the cord, it cut off, because this one I've been praying about real hard on, just asking God to like let it be dissolved, whatever it is, because this person could be married to somebody, and that's why I said I don't like to bring it up, and I don't bring it up every day. At one point, I was on it tough, and I kept saying, "Why is that there?" Why I kept asking myself. I was getting off these videos. Look how long this video then went. It's like the energy don't let me go. It just mesmerized me, just keeps me there. So I'm gonna get off of it, okay? I love y'all until y'all see y'all again. Remember to hit that like, share, that subscribe button. Remember the notification bell. It will ring for y'all when I'm back up here and posting these messages. Also, remember, these are past, present, and future energies. If you need any personal readings from me, remember to reach down in the bottom of the description boxes where you can find me. Somebody said vacation. Me, please. Oh, man. And hey, Pharaoh, welcome in. Angela. Okay. Angela Gretch, welcome to the channel. And thank you so much. But talking about God gave me this body. God gifted you a body. No, I think he gifted you that body to work it out, and you just doing your part here. So that's why you got that body. Okay, let me Okay, so don't be in a room full of women up in here. I see a bunch of women up in here, Pharaoh. And you keep bringing in the fire. You better watch yourself. You're going to set these women on fire, okay? But yeah, the energy be real high sometimes. And it's still lingering. So I'm going to get off of here. Leo, I love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, that subscribe button, that notification bell. Remember to come back up here when I'm up here. The way you have to do that, it's a little notification bell. And it should notify you when I come up here. I'll see y'all on the next one. Until I do, stay safe.